How do you start this thing?
What's going on?
Hey!
What are you doing? JP, what are you doing?
I was gonna steal your plane.
We are bad actors, but anyway, guys, JP is in town, and it's been a while, and he actually has never been up just like out playing in my plane. We've taken it up to go camping or for some mission, but today we're like, let's just go fly, talking about taking some Instagram photos, which I never do. I'm like the worst at it, so probably gonna do that today. And also, since JP's building a Sling, the high wing TSI, is that it?
Yeah.
It's gonna have the same engine as mine, the Rotax 915. So we figured we could kind of talk about the start procedure, because when we were doing this little skit, turns out he actually doesn't know how to start the engine. So we're gonna go through that, talk about the Rotax, have some fun. All right, you ready to actually learn how to start this thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have you hold the camera, but basically you were doing the right thing with master needs to come on first, then we're gonna wait for the G3X to come alive. Now, the one thing with this engine is that it's got dual alternators. One's specific for solely the engine power, the other's for ship power. If the engine power one were to fail, it would start pulling from the ship power. If that were to fail, then it would go to battery backup. But for start, you have to hold what I have is just a momentary switch for start power. So I'll turn on my lanes A and B, which are the dual ECUs. Then I hold the start power, which now you'll see my lane lights turn on. That's checking for faults. They turn off when there's no faults. At this point, I'm checking my throttle position. When it's really cold like this, I actually want to be around like 50% throttle, which sounds high. Then I'll turn on one fuel pump. The reason I only do one is so it's not draining too much battery, so it has power to kick over. So turn that on, waiting for fuel pressure to stabilize, which you're not even able to see, you can just hear it. We'll go clear, and then push. And now you know how to steal my airplane.
Thanks, dude.
So I think the lenses are too yellow.
Yeah, I figured.
Can I tell them about your sunglasses?
Yeah, we can talk about them.
Yeah, so JP started a sunglass company, which is rad, because I always find sunglasses that I'm okay with, but I never love any, and he's working with me to make my own version, right? The Reno.
The perfect Trent sunglasses, everything he loves.
Yeah.
And it's turning into a nightmare. No, I'm kidding.
Turns out I'm very picky when I don't feel like I know what I want.
I think we're getting close.
Yeah.
I think we're so this is a prototype. It's not close to the final product, but yeah, we're giving it a go. Trent likes big frames, so I'm wearing the Coras right now, which is the smallest frame we make, I made this for me. And then this is Trent's.
Traffic Tabria 16 Golf clear runway 8 start traffic.
Got a good radio voice.
And we're gonna call it the Reno.
Yeah, I dig it. And we're doing polarized because I need polarized for fishing.
Yeah, should be pretty sweet.
Yeah. Also, my hats are back in stock.
Oh yeah.
Talk about things.
Nice.
Yeah, it took a long time, so.
Can I get one?
Yeah.
For free?
Two. No. Okay. Both fuel pumps work. I can shut off a lane if you want me to.
Sure.
So basically, because both lights turned on at the start and then they turned off, we know that there's no fault. And the Garmin would tell me if there's a fault. So if I switch off a lane right now, the engine stumbles for a sec, and then some of my gauges are gonna start going out, and that's gonna show the fault. And see the light over here?
Right.
So when I turn it back on, then all the gauges come back. Once everything clears, the light will turn off. Then I can do the same on the other one. Felt that little jitter.
Right. I thought it started running rough, but it runs exactly the same.
Yep.
When it switches the lane. That's pretty good.
I'm at temp. You want to go?
Yep. Let's go. You're right.
It's the traffic. Freedom Fox taking 26 at Alpha 2 will be a right turn out northbound instead.
I wanted to do the radio call.
You did?
Yeah.
No, just do it again.
That's right. Freedom Fox Party of One. Parting to the north.
Party of one.
Oh, nice and cool.
What's nice and cool?
The temperature. Because the last time I flew in this thing, it was like...
You haven't flown in it with a 915, have you?
I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it was like 95 out.
It took a little longer?
Yeah.
So what do you want to do?
I want you to show me around, because I know the area, but I don't know all your spots. Yeah, give me the lowdown. Give me the spread.
Okay. Well, we'll work our way on this side. I think they're called the Rock Hills or something like that. I just call it my playground because it's pretty rare that we have rolling hills out here that aren't just littered with rocks.
Right.
But for the most part, where the rocks are in these hills, you can see them and they're just localized right there.
Sweet.
So I'll show you at least one or two of those spots.
Test.
Hello?
All right.
Dude, the sky is turquoise.
So where we're going? What's the spot?
So I'm gonna look at one of these hills. They're like, I can land on most of these little hills in here. There's a little 2-track road that we come out and take the side-by-side on, and you can land pretty much next to any of them. You don't want to land on them because it's really whooped out. Yeah, I don't land on the 2-track, just next to it. It's saying 18-mile-an-hour winds right here. Does that seem right?
Well, I think we're about to find out. We're definitely crabbing a bit.
Nah, I just don't know how to center the ball.
I forgot how to fly. Well, that's intimidating.
Just close your eyes. Oh dear.
Oh, that's sick. I thought you said, oh dear.
I did say oh dear, because they're a deer.
Nice.
Well, JP's getting his camera ready. I want to go back to the Rotax thing, because going through the startup procedure is one thing, and I know a lot of people just kind of still don't understand the Rotax or understand why I love it so much. And the first being, I mean, JP put it well, that he wouldn't even be into flying if it wasn't for the Rotax, right?
Yeah, 100%.
It's the economy of it was what originally got me into a Rotax, and I had never been around a Rotax or known anything about them. All I heard was some of the stuff that old pilots will tell you, how dangerous they are, they don't like the gearbox or any of that. But when it comes down to it, the Rotax is a modern day aviation engine that is all aluminum. They're advanced as far as the technology goes. They've been making the 900 series engines for like 34 years or something like that.
It's not the new kid on the block anymore. Like, they've been around for ages.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're incredible motors. Like, really, truly.
The best power to weight you're going to get out of an internal combustion aircraft engine. And also, Rotax doesn't require running low lead. And I know that there's this big shift right now that we're finally going to make the move away from low lead. And well, for the most part, I rarely run low lead in this thing. I've always either ran car gas, which it can handle, or lately I've been running Swift fuel, which is an unleaded aviation gas. So as there's all this like commotion of this shift to unleaded, I'm like, well, if you have a modern day engine, it doesn't care. I'm actually happier. I'm not building up lead inside the engine. So
yeah, and it makes it last longer, way longer.
Oh yeah.
Like, I know of a lot of Rotaxes that have reached TBO without any work needed. I don't know about like any big Continentals or like Homings that do that. So yeah.
So anyway, that's our Rotax talk for the day. You want to get some photos?
Yeah.
Dude, that's a fancy camera.
That's an old school camera.
Yeah.
It's film, 35 mil, 1V.
Nice.
You're gonna get some nice shots.
Oh, listen to that noise. That's gratifying.
That shutter.
Let me get it closer. Yeah. Whew.
That's butter.
Ooh, that's fun. That's so much fun. I can't wait to bring the sling out here. That was butter, dude.
That was weird.
That was peanut butter.
I mean, every once in a while, even a blind squirrel finds a nut, right?
Yeah.
I want to get off by the jump. Nope. I wanted it.
I'm too fat. So you gotta find friends that don't hold you down in life, you know?
I can't remember exactly where I touched down. I think there's like a couple bumps in here, so it might be a little rodeo for the landing here.
Nice. This is a rocky meadow too. No, it's a cow pasture meadow. Cow patty meadow. So I have a serious question.
Okay.
When snow falls out of the sky, because that's where it comes from, right?
Yes.
Does it make a noise?
Not that's loud enough for me to hear. Why, have you never been around when it snowed or what?
No.
Oh, no, it's like crazy quiet.
Because I was thinking like...
It's like sound deadening, so when it's snowing and it's like, yeah, coming down hard, you don't hear anything at all.
That's cool.
Yeah. Does this seem right?
Scary.
Actually, I'm gonna go around. Just because I want to. It felt fast.
Yeah, very.
That was actually a fun go around too. I've never done it off that side before, but I've scouted it and knew I could do that.
Yeah. Well, now I know what bush gear does for you.
All right, I don't know if you can hear it because I have a good little wind muff on this thing, but it's actually breezy. It's probably blowing 10 or 15 right on the tail when we were landing, so that explains why I was a little fast. But again, use the slope. Still, any day of the week, take landing uphill with a tailwind versus trying to land downhill with a headwind. I've played that both ways, and you're always better off letting gravity help you either take off or slow down when you're landing. So take off going downhill, land going uphill. What do you think?
Love it.
Yeah.
This is a good time. It's remarkable how different the sensations are. I've done upslope stuff and like lake beds, but this is just different. Like when you're approaching the mountain.
Well, especially this one's a side hill, uphill, turning landing.
Yeah. And then just the sort of sight picture of the height of the gear and everything, it's a whole different game. You just don't buy a kit fox and come play here. Like you gotta know this airplane really well on a normal runway, on gravel strips, and then slowly start getting yourself used to this stuff. I'm pretty impressed actually.
I'm kind of used to it, so I think I forget at times that, I mean, I've been in this plane. I got it when I was at 50 hours. I was out landing in this kind of stuff at like 90 to 100, not this type stuff, but you know, very simple off airport landings from like 90 hours. So I've got like 1,000 hours. Well, not of just doing this, but the last 1,000 hours I've been out doing this. Does that make sense?
Are you prepared for takeoff?
No, but I don't have a choice.
Yeah, you're just dead weight.
This is fun, dude. I'm having fun.
Flying is fun.
I haven't done like any like proper flying in so long. Like I don't even know how much snow there's supposed to be, but I know this is not right. But you guys did have a pretty big storm, right? Like
December.
one, yeah, one pretty big dump.
I had to pull out when I can't plow with the Ranger, then you know it's a lot of snow. Then when I have to take the tractor out to go clear it.
Right.
And we had one of those this year.
Is there a spot here somewhere?
Yep, right in here.
On that tip? Oh, it's somewhere here.
No, just down in the lowest part here, so
right.
you kind of lose some of the view.
Yeah.
I can land anywhere once. That's why I laugh at when people say like it's landable. Like, is it takeoffable?
Yeah.
Because that's what really matters.
I think I see your spot.
I am sure you do.
It's actually pretty nice.
It's really nice. I want to camp up here.
Nice. This is sick. This is definitely a sling spot.
Oh yeah. Dude, you can bring anything in here. And you can keep rolling really far. The only thing is there's like 2 or 3 rocks on this side that would wreck your day.
Right. And they're too big to move, right?
Yeah, they're like tip of the iceberg.
All right, welcome back to State Line Meadow. The reason we call it that is because just behind us is the actual California-Nevada state line. There we go, California. Nevada. Fun spot. It's on my list to come camp at. And again, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but
This is sick.
it is sick, huh? I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there is actually a fair bit of wind already. So it's only 9, but already starting to pick up. So we'll probably be moseying our way back after this. Either way, it's just great to get out here. This is always a spot that you're like, please hold parking brake. Please hold.
Another thing that's nice is just having an engine that you know will start, whether it's hot or cold, or whatever, when you're doing multiple shutdowns and all that.
So is there a cool down procedure with the intercooler?
Not really. I mean, you do want to let it idle or run it low RPM. Like, you wouldn't want to be at full like 5,500
Right.
and then just shut it down.
Yeah.
So normally my cool down happens in the traffic pattern in the taxi back to the hangar.
Right.
As far as the turbo, if that's what you mean, cooling the turbo. But you can't shock cool the Rotax or any of that.
Yeah.
And then shutdown on this thing. We didn't talk about that. Basically, like I said, we'll be at a stop. I pull it back to idle, have my hand on both lanes, and I pull it all the way back. And as it's slowing down, I just turn the lanes off and then fuel pump last.
Easy.
Easy peasy.
Man, that's just fun. That's what we call a good time.
Yep.
These are some nice rocks too.
Those are some sweet rocks.
I like these rocks. They're like straight, but not.
Yeah, granite. Think of the countertops you can make out of that.
Dude.
So let's go get breakfast.
Yeah, I want some breakfast.
All right, well, that was fun.
That was a good time.
Yeah, and we're both pretty hungry, so I think we're gonna head into town, get some breakfast, and then I'm gonna try to teach JP how to cast a fly rod. I'm not gonna say we're gonna catch any fish, but I've been telling him he needs to get into this, so.
I'm in shock that Trent got into fishing this much, so I'm excited to see what the hype's about.
It's not something I can explain. I don't know why it's so gratifying to me. But before I go, I do want to give a huge shout out and thank you to my friends over at Squarespace for not only sponsoring this video, but being a huge supporter of this channel. And for those that don't know, Squarespace is the ultimate way to build a website and run your business. You start with one of their award-winning templates and you craft it into your own beautiful, professional looking and working website that works on both desktop and mobile. And it's super easy to use, like literally zero experience necessary. Everything is like drag and drop. The interface through your computer and on their web app is so easy, and they have integrations for literally anything you could want to do. So whether you want to run an online store, a personal blog, insert a professional photo gallery, or even have the ability to let your clients schedule bookings with you, you can do that through Squarespace. So if you haven't yet, head over to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to purchase, go to squarespace.com/Trent Palmer. They'll get you 10% off. So you guys know the drill. Like this video if you do, subscribe if you haven't. Come be my wingman. See you on the next one. Peace.